Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to today's episode. I think you guys are going to like this one. I'm going to take you through an entire event from start to finish. Let's go inside. Join me. Ciao, y'all. Alrighty, folks, we got a party today that's going to have some beautiful pot roast. I cut these into about 4 or 5 ounce chunks. So let's get started. Right, we got our Italian seasoning. We're putting some seasoned salt on here now. What I have here, I have 2 different ones. I got all the chuck roast they had. Chuck's great. It's got a lot of fat in it. And this here is top round, which doesn't have as much fat. It takes a little longer to braise, so I got them separated. All right, so I'm fresh grounded pepper on there now. Garlic. Some olive oil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to massage all these spices into the meat, and we're going to stick it on a flat top grill, sear it, and then we're going to braise it. This is for a dinner party tonight. They're doing a Cajun chicken along with beef pot roast. So we try to give them 4 ounces of beef, 4 ounces of chicken, thereabouts. Of course, some of these are way bigger because it's got a lot of fat and it's going to melt out, so I cut them a little bigger. But it'll all melt down to be about the same size. I'm trying to get that spice evenly coated on there. Rub-a-dub, rub-a-dub. 3 men in a tub. Rub-a-dub, rub-a-dub. Alright, so now it's time to sear these bad boys off. Well, there we go, folks. There we go, folks. Look at that there. Look at that there. About to throw some braising liquid on there. That's going to be some beef stock, a few other things, so I'll show you that. Alrighty, folks. So what I'm going to do is make some braising liquid. What I'm going to need is some beef stock. So what I'm using, the stock part is this. This is from Sam's Club. This is beef base. And you can use better than bouillon. There's lots of things you can use. So put a couple of spoonfuls of this in here. Next up, I got some red wine. This is a Texas red wine. But you can use pretty much any red wine as long as it's not sweet. Just a dry red wine. Merlot, Burgundy, Pinot, whichever you like. And all I'm doing is whisking that beef base into that wine right now. Like so. So we just add some water to that. And the main thing when you're braising something, you got covered all the way to the top with the meat. So, let's throw this over the meat. Alrighty, folks, we are completely submerged. A couple pieces kind of floated up a little, but that's fine. Now it's time for the aromatics. The aromatics, I'm starting with bay leaves. Right, next thing is be thyme and rosemary. Let's get those nice earthy tones to it. Alright, so far we got the rosemary, the thyme, and the bay leaf. We're going to add some more aromatics, some carrots, give us some great flavor. Sometimes in the wintertime I like to add parsnips. It gives us a nice unique flavor too. Right, next thing is going to be celery. If you want to do a variation on celery as a flavor agent, try some celery root. It's fantastic. Right, the last flavoring agent we're putting in here is onion. Right, folks, look at that bath. Look at that bath. That's a bath full of flavor right there, folks. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up in some tin foil. Throw it in the oven for 3 hours on 350. All right, folks. This will take between 2 and 3 hours. So we're going to put this on a 2-hour timer. Got everything really nice and tight so it locks in that flavor and steam so it doesn't dry out. And yeah, we're going to check this in 2 hours. All right, folks, I just put some potatoes on to boil. We're going to make mashed potatoes tonight. These are russet potatoes. We're going to homestyle, be cream, butter. This is homestyle garlic, so we're going to add some garlic to it, and I'll show you that when we get to it. Alrighty, folks, next thing we got some fresh garlic. I soaked in a little bit of oil. It comes in and keeps it fresh longer. Anyway, we're going to chop that up and make it part of our mashed potatoes. Alright, folks, we got our butter in there, real butter. What we're going to do is we're going to toast that garlic we just chopped up until it gets a nice golden. You got to watch it. Once it starts to go brown, it goes real fast. You don't want to burn it. So pretty much got to stand over it and make sure it don't burn. Now watch me burn this shit. Right, folks, we've achieved that perfect brown. So to stop the cooking process, I'm adding the cold cream in here. Well, that's going to go into the mashed potato anyway. That'll keep that from burning on us. That's just a little trick to stop the cooking process on that garlic. That's a beautiful golden brown we're looking for. Alrighty, folks, just drain them taters off. We got our cream and our butter and our roasted garlic over here. So what we'll do is we'll start smashing these right in the pot that we drained it out of. I use a nice whip here. And you see they're perfectly, so they'll just smash real easy. So let's throw a little of this liquid in there. And then we'll throw a little more in there. I'm gonna go to about there and see where we're at. That gives us enough to start mashing. Then we'll add some to it to cream it on up. Main thing with mashed taters, you don't want to over mix them or over whip them. They become real pasty. You don't want pasty taters. We're gonna add some seasoning here in just a minute once I get these mashed. All right, so I took all that roasted garlic off the bottom of that pan there, as you can see. So I want to get it nice and mixed in there good. Taters looking delicious. I'm about to season them up next. All right, so I've got some black pepper, fresh ground in there. I love fresh ground pepper. If you can, always try to use fresh ground. Now I'm putting a little Lowry's in there for some saltiness. So there. And a couple sprinkles of granulated garlic just to bolster the garlic flavor. There we go. Alrighty, folks. Our beautiful mashed taters. Put them in a pan. Get them ready to go to the event. Alright, folks, let's peek in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, folks. Oh, yeah, that smells delicious. Well, alright, folks, that chicken's been that brown for a little over an hour. You can tell it's starting to break down the fiber a little bit, make it more tender. This point, we're going to take it off, season it up.
Pull the trash out, hide it up, and put it next to the door, not one person can get it outside.
Alright, so we got our blackened chicken blackened off. I don't like to go super dark with this for catering and all. I like to leave it a little bit lighter because we're going to put a sauce on it, we're going to garnish it, and it's a little better this way for catering purposes. Now I'm heating up my blackened chicken sauce, my Cajun Creole cream sauce right here, and I make this in big batches. I pulled off enough for this event, and that's a secret sauce, but it's delicious. That's going to be on our blackened chicken. Now, one thing I didn't show you was Mrs. Chef making the rolls for today's party because I was in the back cutting up the meat to braise the beef. So I folded this to keep the client's information off the internet. But anyway, what they ordered was chuck roast, brown gravy. There you go. You got your chicken breast with the Creole cream sauce right there. You got your green beans with onions. Which I didn't put the numbers in there. Wow. Anyway, green beans. Oh, green onions, that's why. Got garlic mashed potatoes, 5 ounces. Green beans with bacon and onions. About 10 pounds. 5 ounces per person. Garden salad. And this is the way I keep up with how much to order, how much to prepare for each person. So a lot of catering companies don't do this. And that's why they always run out of food and have issues. Got to put the math to it, folks. All right, next thing up is our Southern bacon green beans. I got some butter flavored oil. Let's throw some onions and bacon down. Just that bacon and onion smells so damn good, folks. But they add a whole lot more to it, though. Alrighty, folks, to that we're going to add some chicken base. Salt, pepper, and garlic. Give it a nice shower. A little more pepper. And some Italian seasoning. That's going to be delicious, folks. Wow, folks, look at that pot roast. Beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna pull that off of here, put it over into this clean pan. We're gonna take the juice off there, thicken it up just a little bit with a little starch. That'll be our sauce to go over the top of the finished product. So this beautiful juice, we'll get strained through that. And we will make a beautiful sauce. Oh yeah, got a little bit left. So you see that sheen on there, and that's all the beef tallow, the beef fat. So you take your ladle, and skim the surface here, and gets the tallow off, so it's your sauce isn't too greasy. Leave a little bit, but take some off. It's too much. Like so. Alright folks, I just add a little bit of starch to that. The pan drippings, do a little thickened au jus. Oh, it's delicious. Delicious. folks, I failed to show you the loadout part. Got busy loading out. Anyway, we put everything into a hot box, then move it into Cambros as it gets ready, and transport it. I'll show you that part when we get there. Party's about 30 minutes away. Alright guys, got a dirty windshield, but we're just leaving the location of that event. It went really good. They had a lot of cool buildings in this town. Anyway, went really good. It's hard to film when I'm setting up and all that is a lot of chaos, you know, so I wanted to show you a little bit more, but we didn't get around to it. That last clip is of the food going out, setting the buffet line. You gotta load in everything from the boxes, you sauce and garnish everything, and then put it out on the line for service. And you saw the finished product. But anyway, that's a day in the life of a catering insane chef. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you folks next time. Peace out everybody.